All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to take a look at the Selfie or Selfa. This is a boat that is probably, I want to say this is probably the best beginner boat. This will probably be the second or third boat that you buy. It's a very flexible boat. The price is good. It has the ability to have a crew member in training, so you can, train crappy crew members and get them stronger. And it also is a very flexible boat, very powerful boat, speed-wise. So let's take a look at it. So once again, we're talking about the Selfa here. And we'll go on the dock. The price of the Selfa is 450,000 krona. Now, probably the nearest comparison boat would be the Sharkin. Also the Sharky, which is a lot more expensive. Sharkin's the same exact price. However, the Selfie has the ability to not only do long line and net, same capacity, I believe, as the Sharkin. And the Sharkin has longer hook lines, but you just have to use more lines. But the nets, with the full-size nets, you can just do netting. This also allows you to go crabbing. So you have part of the crab DLC, obviously, King Crab DLC. You can pick up king crabs using pots. Now, the downside is you can't do like 2 or 3 of these at the same time. You have to pick one and set the boat up for that. But it is a very flexible boat. Once you reach your king crab quota, you can switch it over to a line or net fisher and go for cod, haddock, pollock, and redfish. So I would say the Selfie is probably the best, especially the price. Now, things that are unique about the Selfie. One, it's got a huge fuel tank. Okay, Yarkin, 900 liters. Selfie, 10,000 liters. However, you have a thirsty engine, 500 horsepower. The Yarkin's got 75. So this is a monster engine. I don't know why this boat has such a huge engine, but it does. And it can be upgraded by several hundred horsepower. So it is just a really powerful boat. I don't pretend to understand why they did that, but this boat will jump out of the water in bad weather. First boat that has done that so far. 36 foot in length. Now here's an interesting thing. The Sharkin is only 6,500 kilograms, and the Selfie is 25,000 kilograms, even though it's only 2 feet longer. Don't know where. Once again, I'm not sure if this is just bad programming or what, but this boat has some weird numbers. I don't know. Anyway, still, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and activate this and get on to it. Why isn't it letting? Oh, the upgrades. Now, if you're going to do line or net fishing, I would recommend upgrading the storage area. However, if you're doing crab fishing, which is what we're going to do tonight, you're not going to need storage upgrades because the storage upgrades are for fish, not for crabs. Crabs require barrels. You can put 8 barrels on this ship, so it's a weird thing. You don't use the storage. The engine upgrades. There we go. I would not do... if you're going to pull fish, I would do all 3 of them. If you're going to do just the crabs, since the crabs don't take up much capacity on the ship, they only take up maybe like 1/10 of it when you have a good catch. I wouldn't bother with the engine upgrades if you're going to go crabbing. So once again, skip the storage, skip the engines. I would upgrade the radar, obviously. I always do radar. You could change the fishing quota if you like. Right now we have the long line hauler default. It's 20,000 to add the net hauler, and an additional 40,000 to add the pot hauler. And you can go back and forth and re-equip different, net, pot, or long line. Once again, if you're doing the fish, you would do these other upgrades because you're going to get heavy. But with the crab, you don't have to worry about it. And then there's a searchlight upgrade. We don't really care about that. So let's go ahead and hop into the market because we're going to need to get some stuff. We're going to get 8 pots. The pots are what we put the crab in. The boat can only hold 8, so that's all we got. We're going to add 8 barrels. Each pot, you put the crabs into the barrels. You can only use the barrels once, which kind of sucks. In real life, you could probably keep loading a barrel till it was full and then throw the pots back out, but this doesn't let you do that. You can only 1 pot goes into one barrel, and that's all you're allowed. So it's kind of weird that way. Pot bait, 3 kilograms. We're just going to fill it up all the way. So there we go. We're ready to get out to the sea and go fishing. So let's do this. And we are off. You can see here, even at with the default engine, not the additional 300 horsepower, we're jumping right up to about 20, 25 knots. I think the top speed of this boat's about 30 knots. I think fast travel is actually about 37. So it does pretty dang good. Now, if you have here's the downside, and I put this guy on here. He's going to cook dinner. He's going to practice his cooking and getting his strength up, because there's really nothing for him to do aside from hand gut on this boat, and we don't hand gut the lobsters, crabs. So anyway, he's going to just learn how to cook. If you're doing line fishing or net fishing, the crew member comes into play, but on a crab boat, he doesn't really do anything aside from just hang around and do nothing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map. Ooh, thank you, Violet. Can I have more of that, please? Go, and then a glass of milk too, thanks. And so let's take a look here at the map. We're going to fast travel. And we need to take a look at the king crab specifically. Wow, there's a nice spot way up north. We're gonna head up there, because I'll tell you what, if you don't get it right in the middle of a hot spot, you don't get anything. So we're gonna jump right to there. You can see here we're traveling at 30 knots. Once again, the upgrades will bring you up to about 37 knots. So you really can pick up a lot of speed. So we've arrived here in the dead of night, unfortunately. We're going to turn. I think we need to turn to the right. I really need to unlock the rest of the ocean in this area. Crab fishing is kind of like any of the other fishing in the game. There's little mini games that you have to do, and I'll show you how to do those as we fish these fish out. Probably another 15 degrees here and we'll be good. So hang on one second, folks. I'm going to move ahead a little bit because I'm way on the edge, and I want to, once again, these are, you really want the crab pots to be right in the middle of that hot spot. Otherwise you're not going to catch anything. So there we go. All right, so hang on one sec, folks. We'll be back. All right, so we're going to advance our speed to about 4 miles per hour. Knots, I mean. Sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and head out on deck. We have a very, it's apparently animal-rich area here. I'm not sure why, but they're feeding like crazy. So we're going to put that in there. And get one of those down in there now. Hopefully catch a bunch of fish, huh? Well, a bunch of crab. And we have to have do the next one. And I think we're far enough away we can pop that. Yep. And do the next one. How fast are we traveling? Not too fast. Bait that up. And nope. Show it out in a minute here. Nope. I'm gonna push it. You don't want to be late for these pots either, because the numbers really do vary depending on how quickly you get these pots out. So goodbye. Get some mackerel on there. And we're just going to wait here till that goes out. Woo. All right. One more. Another one hits the deck. Do, 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 do. Nope. Get out there. Nope. And There's another one. So, doing it the old-fashioned way. When you get the bigger cruise ship that is the Svalbard or whatever, that is a crab boat that the crew does this work for you. They're bigger pots. They're large pots. And you go out and set those, and you make a lot more money because you get a lot more crabs. This is the old-fashioned way. Setting single pots by hand by yourself. And there's another little mini game when we get done. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff we have to do. Kind of like real crab fishing. It's pretty cool. I'm about to dump this overboard. Now, if you wanted to get really industrious, you could buy another set of 8 pots and put those out 12 hours later. And then come back and get these pots. Did we do the boat tour? I don't think we did. One of the weird things about the Yarkin is, or the Selfie, is that it does not have a steering wheel. It is driven with a joystick. We have 2 computer readouts, so we don't have to guess anymore. As far as like going between the 2 screens, these both work. You see a lot of fish here. They're everywhere. Got a speedometer. Everything's so modern. And the boat's really not that expensive, so we're going to head into port here. Kind of walk around the deck a little bit. You see that radar? How crazy it's going with all those fish? There's fish everywhere here, man. And we have our devices. Once again, you've seen the deck. This is where all the work is done. I don't know where the crew member, I think, hangs out in this room. And that's all he does is hang out there until you're ready to call him. So let's go ahead and hop back in here. We have our phone to call the crew. He's been doing a good job cooking. He's getting tired, though. Emergency calls. That's our how full the boat is. And I think this is the way we're headed. Not sure if this radar, I don't think this radar does anything. But we have our light switches over there. And we have fuel amount. Once again, we got a ton of fuel on this boat. And some various controls. You can't go downstairs in the hull on this one, unlike the Sharkin, but oh well. So let's go ahead and go into port. These pots have been set for 26 minutes. Right in the middle of that thing. So we should get a bunch of fish. I can't imagine we're not, but all right, so we're going to go ahead and go here. I'll catch you guys in the port. All right, so we're in port. Pots have been out there for an hour and a couple minutes. We want to arrive out there at about 17 hours. So I'm going to say it's about a 2-hour trip. What do you think, 13 hours? Let's take a look. There we go. Take a look at the map. These are at 14, so at 15, 16. Let's wait 1 more hour. Okay, now we're definitely going to go out. The dock is pulling us in. We're going to wait till it's done. Hopefully my boat will start facing out again. I hate the way they do that. It's going to whack me right into port. Slowly back out. Shift it into first. Then into second. Into third. Oh wait, this isn't Forza. This is Boatza. We're going round the horn. Going round the horn. By the way, did I tell you this boat's great at spinning out like a drift car? What are you doing, Grommet? Hi, silly. Good boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and plot our course while we're moving. I'm just going to go out the long way because it takes forever to get out the other way. And then straight up here to pot number 1. As close as you can. Fast travel. 30 knots. They're going green. Alright, so we're going to wait here till they turn blue. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I'm going to get lined up on pot number 1. You can hang out with me while I do that, and then I'll let you go. Let's see how our crew member's doing. He's idle now, so we're going to put him in resting. No. Oh, and by the way, if you go to a port, they automatically go back to 100% rested. So you kind of cheat that way. If they get pooped out, you can take them back to port. All right, see you once they turn blue. All right, so that first pot's changed over. We're going to go ahead and pull it. Yes, we would. Once again, we're on our own for this. The crew members don't do this, so you're... Oh, wow, we got a good catch. This pot is really full. 82% full. That is excellent catch. Last time I went fishing, I got like 30% full at the most. That's a really good catch, guys. Hopefully this will be a good haul. Okay, here's where the minigame begins. Female goes back in. You can tell it's a female. See her midsection there? Between her legs is that round bulbous thing. That is her belly, where the babies go, I think. I don't know. But that's a female. The male, however, looks like, well, male organs. Like an upside-down V. That's how you know that's a male. Once again, we've got a female, very round-looking. The male, very V, upside-down V-looking. Upside-down V, so male. Female. Male. And we have male. And female. The females are round. The males have like a triangle on their tummy. Male. Because they could have eggs. And we don't want it. We want the fish to, the species to propagate. We want these little alien creatures that live on our planet to propagate. Then we grab the barrel. No, it's good. We caught 30 king crab. That's a pretty good catch. They do look like aliens. They're gross.
Dad, she cannot play on the laptop. I already told Justin like 5 minutes ago that I was going to play with him.
Could you let her have a turn?
I told him I was going to call him, and he said okay, and we were like getting ready to call him.
No, but she never gets to play on there. Could you let her have a turn?
She never wants to. Now that the phone
Okay,
is
I'm in the middle of recording a video. Figure it out.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm playing with Justin.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, fight for it. Fight, 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 fight. Welcome to recording when you have many children. Wait a minute, you're gonna kick Evelyn off to play Fortnite? Oh, that makes my stomach hurt. Okay, so we have male, male, male. Ask Ryan if you can use his computer. Female, male, female, male, male, male. Good night, John. I love you. Mwah. Female. Too bad. Female. Male. Male. And male. There we go. Hang on. Hang on, folks. All right, so let's see how many crabs we got in this barrel. Boom. 50. Frick yeah. That's because this one is more towards the center. We laid that other pot too close to the edge. Like I said, you really got to get them towards the center of the hot spots. Otherwise, you're not going to get many crabs. Now, the other thing I would do, too, with this type of fishing, I would make sure that you unlock the whole map because there's going to be a lot of big hot spots, and you're not going to hit those if you don't unlock the map. So, but you can see here why I said the crabs don't take up much space on the boat. My mouse is not in the game. There we go. Boop. Yes, let's haul this thing. Now, you do get charged $1,000 for every female crab that gets through, so do yourself a favor and make sure that you don't leave them. Do a good job sorting. Look at all these crabs. I'm Mr. Krabs. That was Mrs. Krabs right there. Mr. Mrs. Mr. And last but not least, we have another. Boop. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. Oh, wait. No, we don't. Let me out. I forgot to put this barrel in. And F. 53! Ooh! That's actually a record for me, so slow down, slow down, slow down. That's a pretty dang good record. Hauling the pot. We're going to bring that on board. And these pots are very full, so we're doing great. So it's worth going to the right spot to drop these pots, because we're going to make a lot. I think we're going to make a lot of money. Female, female, male, 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 FedEx, male, 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 come in, male, male, UPS. All right, so how many king crabs did we get this time? Arg, 55. That's our record. Freaking Crab City. I'm happily catching crabs. Come in. What's up, John? I can't hear a word you're saying, kid. Come over here so I can hear you, boy. You told Vi what? What did she say? Did she say, that's not fair? Yep, I told you so. Get in bed. Good night. Male. Where's my puppy? Male. Male. Female. Male. Stop, drop, and roll. Male. 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 This is a quite a manly crab haul here. Wow, male. Female. Male. And one more female. Goodbye. And we're gonna grab this. Why can't I grab that? There we go. And set that there. Boops. What? That is a world record. 78 king crabs. Sorry about that. We set a record and then my kids came in and screwed it all up. Arg. Can't take them anywhere. Gromit, what are you eating, stupid dog? He's eating a pencil. You can't do that. No pencils. Give me that, you bad dog. Arg. No, no pencil. No. No. This is the problem with having puppies. Haul the pot in, you dork. Get in your cage, you bad dog. Just kidding. You be good. Or I'll have to put you in the cage of despair. Davy Jones' locker. What are you looking at, puppy? God, he's so cute. Okay, here we go. You're a female. You think that tossing the females overboard isn't fair, but to be honest with you, the males ain't going to Cedar Point, that's for sure. This ain't no roller coaster you're getting in line for. Well, maybe a bit. Especially the part when they throw you in boiling water while you're still alive. That's the great part about being a crab. They just cook you. You don't even have to get killed. You just get cooked. Bye. Uh-oh, this video's gone on way too long already. 67. I've run out of storage space for king crabs. That's bull crap. What am I supposed to do with me pots? That makes me depressed. Arg. I've carried more king crab than ever on this load. Well, let's pull the other two pots. loss. We'll put them back out again, but they need to be rebaited. Return the pot to the boat. And don't tell the authorities. Because they wouldn't like that pot being on the boat. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Why am I talking like Patchy the Pirate? Wow, okay, so we're gonna, we're just gonna cruise forward a little bit. Because we're actually getting good hulls here. I've never done that before. Usually I'm like scrabbling for crabs, but we really did the joint this time. It's a good haul. Excellent haul. Everything's going according to plan. Let me leave the ship here. Let's throw some stuff overboard. Sometimes you just gotta throw stuff. Good luck. May you catch many crabs, you. So this is the next thing that you do. You throw more pots out, then you take your haul in. So basically what we're doing is you definitely want to, you know, repot the ocean before you go back in, and then you just go in and wait, come back out. So you start a nice pattern here of setting the bait, selling the crabs, setting the bait, setting the crab. You know, just keep going back and forth. And that's how we do it here. All right, I'll catch you back when we get into port. So we come into the port with a successful full catch of crab. There's no room on the boat for any more crab. And that was an excellent haul. Like I said, I've had many hauls where we're not even close to those numbers, and usually it's just a frustrating experience. So we have got our full ship, full haul, keel haul. This guy's resting still. Man, eat the food. Eat your dang food. He can't, he's rested. Repair the ship, you jerk. And we come into port with how many? How many? Let's see. 370 kilograms. We made 316,000 krona, which is just a hair less than the boat cost. So with all the upgrades and stuff on the boat, we probably paid about 600,000 krona, somewhere around there, maybe 700. So you figure 2 or 3 trips with some crab, and you've paid for the boat, and you're out making money. So I would definitely say that this boat is, once again, a very flexible boat. It is the best, I think, of the group of the smaller boats, because it does all 3 types of fishing, once again. And once you reach your quota for the king crab, which will happen probably fairly quickly. Let's take a look here at our quota. Well, not really. That was one trip, and we didn't even do like 1%. So you might be able to get 100 trips out of this boat doing king crab, and that would be about 3 million krona, right? 100 times 100, no, 10 times that. Oh my goodness, 30 million krona, roughly. If you get a good haul every single time, this boat will pull in about 30 million krona over its quota for the year. So if you're willing to pull 100 loads of crab or more, that could be quite a lot of money. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. This is the Selfa. Once again, it is the crab / line fishing / netting boat. It is a all-around Swiss Army knife fishing boat that has a kick-butt engine. See you guys next time. Bye.